I'm a bit late on the Diontae Johnson trade to the Baltimore Ravens, but here go my response. The Diontae Johnson move surprised me a bit, but I'm not surprised. If you're not a Carolina Panthers fan, I'm going to give y'all some insight so y'all understand what type of trash organization the Carolina Panthers have been. Bryce's first year, the Carolina Panthers was working on their offensive line. As an offensive line whole, the Carolina Panthers have not been in the top 10 conversations in Panthers history. There may have been sprinkles at offensive tackle or guard, but it has never been a complete protection for the quarterbacks that played in Carolina. For Bryce's rookie season, the man was just running in the pocket. He didn't have no time to sit, whatever, right? We understand that as him being a rookie. His second year, they figured that the quarterback does not have enough time in the pocket. Let's spend our money and do what's best for our franchise quarterback. The Carolina Panthers have spent $150 million at guard just to protect their quarterback. I'm seeing sports outlets, I'm seeing the Panther fans that love Bryce so much that they put Bryce before the team is saying that Bryce don't have enough time in the pocket. Do y'all research. Y'all not doing enough. The Carolina Panthers offense as a whole has been top 10 for weeks now. So we're not going to sit up here and say that the Carolina Panthers didn't do justice by Bryce Young. Where they fail to realize is he have to have weapons. And we thought that with Adam Thielen, Terrence Marshall Jr., Jonathan Mingo was enough, and it should have been enough, but TMJ couldn't stay healthy. Jonathan Mingo have brick hands as a receiver. Now, he's always been camp warrior, and he also has Steve Smith in his back pocket. Whenever he wanted to contact Steve Smith will pop up to the practice facility. He'll give him some insights. But Jonathan Mingo, you overrated. I don't know who you were in college, but you're not that guy in the National Football League. Now, this is not me taking shots. I will want my guys in Carolina to succeed and do better than what fans expect them to not be. Prove me wrong. That's all I want as a Carolina Panthers fan. Now, I would never put a player before my team. Why? Because I've been a Carolina Panthers fan way before these guys came to Carolina. So all I want from Carolina is to draft and develop. You can't give me one person in Panthers history that got developed. You might can go back in the day, but for the most part, a lot of these guys already came in with talent. Some of them, they flourished. Some of them went downhill. Like Ron Rivera didn't make Cam Newton. Ron Rivera didn't make Josh Norman. Josh Norman had to bring that out of himself. Now, it might have been some type of development with a defensive coordinator, but that wasn't Ron doing. Ron was worried about being a head coach. And to be honest, Ron didn't even want Cam. So Cam came in with talent and didn't get the right pieces around him to evolve. Like Greg Olsen, we got him from Chicago. I believe it was from a trade. Olsen didn't come from the draft, so we didn't develop him. We can't give Ron that credit. Ted Ginn, we didn't draft him. We got him out of free agency. Ron didn't develop him. So the coaching staff already is in question because they're not developing correctly in Carolina. Fast forward, like I stated earlier, the Panthers have spent $150 million at offensive guard. Ike Ekwonu was his upcoming tackle, but he was best known as a run stuffer, which means he was best fit as a guard. We already playing him out of position. He's playing left tackle position. But Carolina is known to select players and play them out of their positions. We got Taylor Moton at right tackle. We gave him the money that he deserved, which he's a damn good right tackle. His health is getting to him. There's something wrong with his knees. There's times where he let up and get beat off a simple rep, and it's like, bro, you're a veteran. Why are you looking like that? So that offensive line was not looking right. Bryce's rookie year. His second year, that offensive line is top 10, like I stated earlier. Moral of the story is the Carolina Panthers is a clown festival. Just because a fan would feel some way and want a certain player doesn't mean that the Carolina Panthers have the right staff to develop these guys. It's pretty pathetic that we ended up trading for Diontae Johnson via trade for Diontae Jackson. So we get him. I'm looking at the Carolina Panthers money, and I'm thinking, how are we going to keep him anyways? We don't have the money. We spent the money to please Bryce. So for y'all fans to say that the Carolina Panthers is a dumpster, we've never been this bad. We've only came this far because of David Tepper, which is the owner. He want to be Jerry Jones 2.0 so bad, but he's going by it the wrong way. You as an owner, it's not your job to hand pick these players. It's not your job to worry about what a player get as a contract. It's not your job to let your staff hand pick these players during the draft. That's not your position. You bought the team. Relax, fam. Let the general manager and a head coach select the players. Y'all find a vision and y'all draft towards that vision. Stop drafting players and playing them out of the positions. That's why we can't go nowhere. This is why we can't compete. This is why we get over. This is why fans talk about us and they don't know nothing about the Carolina Panthers. This is why social media don't respect y'all. This is why we continue to not handle business correctly. Why trade for Diontae Johnson knowing we trying to get protection for Bryce Young? Like, make that make sense. And then y'all spend $150 million. You don't have money to play with. Like, can y'all help me out in the comments? Do that make sense? So this organization already don't, like, they're mental. They need to go to therapy. Because what are we doing? We've done everything that the Panthers have never done since Tepper became owner. We have never drafted up from 9 to 1. Which I didn't care about because I thought it was pretty cool that we finally did it, but we selected the wrong quarterback. So we never done that in Panthers history. We've never had a staff recycling bin years after years after years. It's not in Carolina history. So why are we doing it? We never had a quarterback recycling bin. That never happened in Carolina history. We've never handed over the keys to a college coach that just became a head coach in the NFL. We've never done that in Carolina history. So we've already been moving backwards as a franchise ever since Tepper became owner. So if you're not a fan of the Carolina Panthers, take this video serious. Know that I'm putting y'all up on game. It hurts to be a Carolina Panther fan right now because we've never been this bad in Panthers history. We either competing or we in the Super Bowl. And we've been to the Super Bowl faster than the majority of these teams that have been in the league for 30 years plus. Facts. Do your research. Stop arguing in the comments and do your research.